Hi, I'm Michael Gilmore. Welcome to 2015. I trust you're eager to get back in and carry out all of those things that you really have your hopes and dreams for this year. And so vital to that is you being in a highly performing and productive state of mind. And I wanted to speak in this video a little bit about how you might access that versus noticing when you're not. And I mean, you would have had days, I'm sure, when it's just been a great day at the office. Things have gone really well. You might have had a great meeting where the agenda flowed effortlessly, you got the result you wanted, or indeed the workflow, you got through a number of tasks efficiently and effectively. Conversely, of course, you would have also had the bad day, where the meeting was pretty much a waste of time, conversations aren't happening in terms of generating results and moving the project forward, and you really don't know what to do, so you may in actual fact be stuck, procrastinating, making laborious even the most simple of tasks. And so what I'd like to do is use this rather seasonal, wintry metaphor to illustrate the point where each of the polystyrene balls inside this dome, they represent a thought. And when our thoughts are quiet and we're in a calm and relaxed place, we've got access to what we need in the moment. And we're pretty confident, we're pretty comfortable here. Rev up our thinking, however, and we effectively create our very own thought storm. We've all met people like this, we've had moments like this ourselves, where we really just can't think straight. Even the most obvious would be quite challenging for us. And maybe in that moment, what we don't realise is in actual fact, we can switch it off. Because we're the driver. We're the one creating and acknowledging that thinking. It looks like it's coming from our circumstance, the deadline, the thing to do, or sheer workload, that to-do list. It's a misunderstanding, and it's not coming from there. It's coming from those thoughts buzzing around in the head. And I mean, don't, well, believe me on this subject. I mean, right after my speech here, I've got a little bit from Mark Selby, world snooker champion. He explains right after his victory of how his state of mind was the key differentiator between him performing at his best. And then at a more relaxed end of the spectrum, the serious amateur, Nancy Birtwistle, and the Great British Bake Off. She explains that all the contestants were pretty much of an equal standard and talent, and what separated the winner on the day was the person who was able to most keep their head. So I look forward to exploring this more with you as the year progresses, engaging and getting real results in our work and our home life too. And so if you're enjoying what you're listening here, please subscribe so you don't miss anything, share the content, and I look forward to catching up with you and engaging with you in the very near future.
The big finals this season, Mark, and I know you weren't happy with the way you were playing, but we talked earlier in this championship and you said you'd found something just about a week before the Crucible began. What was it?
I don't know, I was just practising a few weeks before when I come back from China. I didn't play fantastic out there, and obviously I was sort of half dreading coming to the World Championships because I knew obviously it's one of the tournaments I want to win and my form wasn't fantastic. But I had a few days off and then went back to the practice day with a clear mind. And like I say, I don't know, I just put in the hard work and something seemed to click and I came here confident.
So Nancy, you've come back down to earth. What do you think was your secret? Why do you think you won?
I think what I've learnt about myself is that I managed to keep my head. I think it was that because everybody in that tent had the ability, certainly. But, you know, if you get onto a downward spiral and you start to lose your nerve and you run out of time, that's when it all starts to go wrong. But I just seemed to find something and managed to pull it through.
I thought all the contestants in the final seemed remarkably calm. You know, given the fact that there are, 9 million people watching and the drama of the moment. You had a bit of a thing with the mixer at one point, didn't you? Which kind of slightly exploded. A lot of flour all over the place.
Yeah, that was right at the beginning of the second day, and I knew there was so much to do. And I thought, right, I'm going to fill 2 mixers with cake ingredients. I haven't got time to do a creaming method and then add the eggs and then add the flour. The whole lot can go in together. And I switched it on to full power instead of low power, and there was flour everywhere. And it just so happened there was a camera on me at the time, so dear me.
We've all done it.
Yeah, so
We've all done it.
I didn't get off to Yeah.